Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Raila Odinga, William Ruto, and Yoweri Museveni met today just about few hours ago this evening. And when you look at the photos that are being leaked, it is clear there's something very serious about the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga. I told you here, when Raila Odinga declared his candidature, he was to consolidate the East African community. And this East African community is having a number of countries. We have Uganda, we have Tanzania, we have Somali, we have Congo, we have Rwanda and Kenya. When you look at this seat of African Union Commission, East Africa has never led before. It has been Central, West, and I think South or North. And current chair is coming from Central Africa, Moussa Faki, who is coming from Chad, if I'm not wrong. But now, the basis of William Ruto and Raila Odinga, together with Yoweri Museveni, meeting in Uganda, it is critically about the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga. And because William Ruto was comfortable, and even his UDA party, where he is the party leader, declared the support to Raila Odinga, it is a clear indication that William Ruto is comfortable now starting to introduce Raila Odinga to these presidents. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to have a candid discussion. Why Raila Odinga is having bigger percentage possibility of being the next chair of African Union Commission. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you have not liked this video, please do me a favor. Ensure you like this video, you give your opinion at the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video. When you do that, you automatically support the work of this channel. And for example, if you are a visitor for the first time visiting this channel, please just do me a favor, ensure you click that red button, subscribe to this channel. When you subscribe, you automatically support this channel. Now, William Ruto is saying also discussed was the declared candidacy of Kenyan former Prime Minister Raila Odinga for the African Union Commission chairmanship. That is the statement that William Ruto wrote in his Twitter handle. But now I know some people are not believing that Raila Odinga and William Ruto flew to Uganda, because William Ruto was having several issues and his meetings in Kenya. But now, leave alone that. Is there possibility of Raila Odinga getting this seat? I want to tell you, yes. Let us compare with the candidacy of Amina Mohamed. Amina Mohamed declared her candidacy 2017. He was supported by the Jubilee government. And Uhuru Kenyatta voted for Amina Mohamed. At that time, where Moussa Faki was elected. Remember, when Amina Mohamed declared her candidacy, she managed to get 26 votes. 26 votes against Moussa Faki, who got 38 votes. What do I mean when I'm trying to compare? When you compare let me say the popularity of Raila Odinga and Amina Mohamed, there's a kind of big gap there. But Amina Mohamed was not popular, but she managed to get 26 votes against 38 of Moussa Faki. Now, the question is, if this is the starting point of William Ruto ensuring they want to consolidate East Africa first, and East Africa, something that I'm sure of, if the message we received the other day that Jakaya Kikwete is not interested in that seat, it is automatically Samia Suluhu, the president of Tanzania, is going to vote Raila Odinga. That is number one. Number two, this meeting of William Ruto, Raila Odinga, Yoweri Museveni in Uganda, it is automatic. And I know Raila is a good friend of Yoweri Museveni, and Yoweri Museveni will vote Raila Odinga. Look at Congo. Congo, Raila Odinga met the president of Congo yesterday in a burial of the president of Namibia. And they talked. And Tshisekedi is not only going to vote for Raila Odinga because William Ruto is going to convince him, but Raila Odinga is a good friend of Tshisekedi. That is number two in East Africa. When you look at Kagame, Kagame is a good friend of Raila Odinga. He's a good friend, I'm telling you. And he's going to vote for Raila Odinga. When you look at the president of Somalia, though I don't know how the good relationship in between Somalia and Kenya, but remember, the East African community will decide that now these countries that are in East African community, they must vote Raila Odinga so that they can at least brag that we have our candidate and our candidate is likely going to get this. So it is going to be the basis of the West. They have led Central, South and North, but now it is East Africa. And that is the diplomatic discussion that this Africa is having. Can we support East African community? To make the East African community not have confusion by having multiple candidates, they must support one. And that is why you will see West, they always have their one candidate, Central, and the other part of Africa. Then after consolidating the East African community, it will be easier to marshal other regions. Can Raila Odinga get the support from the West? There's possibility he can get, which for me, I don't know, because when you look at the history of West Africa, they always support their own. But we are just watching and seeing if there is a possibility. When you look at Central, are they going to support Raila Odinga? Now, as we speak, the current chair of the African Union Commission is Moussa Faki. And Moussa Faki is coming from Chad, Central Africa. And Central Africa might decide that, we were having our person there. Can we support East Africa? Can they? Yes, there is a possibility they can. When look at also the West, I've said West, East, Central, then South and North. Can they consolidate and support Raila Odinga? Yes, they can. So the possibility of Raila Odinga getting this seat, it is so high. It is so high compared to how Amina Mohammed from Kenya, during the regime of Uhuru Kenyatta, 2017, tried to go for this seat. She managed to got 26 votes. Moussa Faki got 38. That was a difference of 12, if I'm not wrong, 12 votes. Can Raila Odinga close that gap? Can he close the gap? Yes, there is a possibility of him closing that gap. And that is whatever is happening now. William Ruto has decided that tip by tip, he wants to popularize the Raila Odinga's candidacy. And remember one thing, there is no enmity here. Because William Ruto is having his agenda, I know, because Raila Odinga's exit from the politics of Kenya might give him, again, big support from Nyanza. William Ruto will just come out, storming Nyanza, and what he will say, that look, I supported Agwambo. Nikipata, Agwambo amepata. Agwambo is now the chair of African Union Commission. Now, we as Kenya, we can brag, we have our own there. So you will find that certain percentage, I know some people will not agree, but this is the reality. Upende usipende. Some from Nyanza will decide, let us support Raila Odinga. William Ruto in 2027. They will. Some will come out to say, si huyu jamaa amesupport mtu yetu, ako pale juu, though hako support na amemwibia kura, this and this. Some will come and vote for him. And again, there is a bigger advantage for William Ruto to get and marshal some percentage of votes from Nyanza, which for me, it is possible. So the intention and effort of William Ruto is to ensure that Raila Odinga is going to get this. And by getting this, it is a big win to William Ruto, politically speaking, 2027. Is this possible? Yes, it is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps that is my opinion. What is your opinion? Is this meeting of William Ruto, Yoweri Museveni and Raila significant in terms of the seat of African Union Commission as per the declaration of Raila Odinga's candidacy? What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.